I want to launch a lawsuit against the U.S. government for their corruption. In 1969, the U.S. government created a lottery to draft men to fight in the Vietnam War. Many middle and upper class men managed to avoid the draft thanks to money, connections, or school. This meant lower class men had no choice and no way out. Now in 1970, a group of anti-war protesters marched through New York and got the attention of construction workers, many who had fought in the war, and saw the protesters as being privileged draft dodgers. To make it worse, these protesters would spit, step, and burn the U.S. flag, sending the construction workers into a rage that resulted in them fighting the protesters. This would come to be known as the Hard Hat Riots and expose the class divide in the country, but unfortunately, it didn't expose how brainwashed both sides were. The anti-war protesters were so disgusted with the U.S.'s illegal war in Vietnam, they failed to realize that the country itself is not the problem, but rather the corruption that comes from politicians and their rich donors. The U.S. is a great country that has been plagued by corrupt elites who want to distort it and turn it into their domain of subjugation. And that's what the construction workers also failed to realize. They were mad at the draft dodgers, but didn't stand up to the government or rich elites who got away with so much worse. They just attacked the disrespectful protesters without realizing they were right in protesting the war. The reason we got involved in Vietnam was to help the French obtain control over Vietnam through neo-colonialism. Both sides got hung up on either blindly attacking the U.S. or blindly following the U.S. without seeing how the country had been manipulated by the government and rich elites. And to this day, we have this very same problem. Both left and right have their extremes that either blindly attack or blindly follow the U.S. without seeing the bigger picture. Same as back then, the politicians and rich elites manipulate the country and get away with it because the extremes in this country distract from the real culprits with their back and forth blame game. Both liberal and conservative elites exploit the people. They're on the same side, the owner class. And the poor and working class conservatives and liberals are divided, so they fight each other and fail to realize they are both being subjugated by the rich and powerful. Please subscribe to the channel to support this organization of Truth, Life, and Freedom so we can sue the U.S. government and expose the strategy the rich use where they have launched the class warfare and have divided us with political ideologies so we don't come after them.